Dark history refers to the exploration of historical events, periods, or movements characterized by unethical, violent, or morally questionable actions and their profound impacts on societies. This concept is crucial as it sheds light on the darker aspects of human history that are often overlooked or sanitized, helping us understand the mistakes of the past to avoid repeating them. Dark history is significant because it acknowledges the complex and sometimes uncomfortable truths that shape our present, fostering a more nuanced understanding of our collective past and its consequences. One notable example of dark history is the transatlantic slave trade, a period marked by the forced displacement and brutal exploitation of millions of African individuals. Its legacy continues to impact modern society, contributing to persistent racial inequalities and prompting ongoing discussions about reparations and social justice. Another example is the Holocaust, a catastrophic event in which 6 million Jews, along with other targeted groups, were systematically exterminated by the Nazi regime. The Holocaust remains a crucial learning point for understanding the devastating effects of unchecked hatred and bigotry. Scholars and educators advocate for the inclusion of dark history in curricula, asserting that it promotes critical thinking and empathy by confronting uncomfortable truths. By examining the causes and repercussions of these events, society can cultivate a more informed citizenry equipped to challenge injustices and advocate for positive change. However, dark history is not without its challenges and controversies. Some argue that focusing on negative aspects of history can overshadow positive achievements or lead to a fragmented national identity. There is also a debate over how these topics should be presented, with concerns about political bias or the potential for re-traumatization. Alternative viewpoints suggest a balanced approach that acknowledges both the light and dark aspects of history to provide a comprehensive understanding. Dark history is interconnected with other aspects of historical study, highlighting patterns of power, resistance, and change. It influences present-day social and political discourses, shaping policies and cultural narratives. By confronting the darker sides of history, society gains insights into the resilience and adaptability of human civilizations, as well as the urgency of addressing systemic issues that stem from past injustices. Ultimately, dark history invites us to reflect on our values, question our assumptions, and strive for a more just and equitable future. Significant events and periods within the realm of dark history refer to pivotal moments or eras that have notably impacted humanity in detrimental ways, shaping cultures and societies through trauma, conflict, and upheaval. These periods and events are critical in understanding how dark aspects of history continue to influence contemporary global issues, reminding us of past human errors and the ongoing need for societal vigilance. The importance of examining these significant events and periods lies in their ability to offer lessons that guide ethical governance, human rights advocacy, and cultural preservation. By analyzing these dark chapters, societies can identify historical patterns of oppression and conflict, ensuring such mistakes are not repeated. One specific example is the Holocaust during World War II. This genocide, orchestrated by Nazi Germany, resulted in the deaths of 6 million Jews, alongside millions of other minority groups. The Holocaust serves as a stark reminder of the potential for human cruelty and the consequences of unchecked hatred and bigotry. It emphasizes the need for vigilance, tolerance, and the protection of human rights. Another poignant example is the Atlantic slave trade, where millions of Africans were forcibly taken to the Americas between the 16th and 19th centuries. This atrocity not only decimated cultures in Africa, but also laid the foundation for systemic racism and economic disparities that persist today. Voices supporting the study of these dark historical events argue that they are crucial for fostering an informed and compassionate society. Educators and historians often assert that confronting these painful pasts lessens the chance of their recurrence, warning against complacency and denial. However, challenges arise in balancing historical accuracy with national narratives. Debates often flare over the portrayal of such events in education, with some viewpoints arguing for a sanitized version that minimizes national guilt. Additionally, there are controversies around the implications for descendants of those involved, touching upon reparations and apologies. These significant events and periods markedly influence other aspects of dark history by contextualizing conflicts, shaping sociopolitical structures, and informing cultural narratives. They intertwine with themes of colonialism, racism, war, and genocide, underscoring the complex tapestry of human history. Overall, a comprehensive understanding of these dark periods not only informs our grasp of past transgressions, but also strengthens our resolve to create a just and equitable future. When discussing societal impact and cultural memory in the context of dark history, we are delving into how societies collectively remember, process, and are influenced by traumatic or morally complex historical events. This concept is crucial because it shapes national identities, informs present social norms, and influences how future generations understand their past. The societal impact of dark history involves the lasting effects that these events have on communities and nations. These impacts can manifest in various forms, such as legislation, educational curricula, and collective values. Cultural memory, on the other hand, encompasses the ways in which societies commemorate or choose to forget these events, creating narratives that can either foster reconciliation or perpetuate division. The significance of understanding societal impact and cultural memory lies in its power to teach lessons from the past, helping prevent the recurrence of similar events. It also provides a framework for healing and reconciliation, encouraging societies to confront uncomfortable truths to promote progress and understanding. Consider the example of Germany's handling of the Holocaust. Post-World War II, Germany took substantial steps to address this dark chapter by integrating its history into education, erecting memorials such as the Holocaust Memorial in Berlin, and enacting laws against Holocaust denial. This commitment to remembrance and atonement has been pivotal in reshaping German identity and promoting a culture of responsibility and learning from past mistakes. Another example is South Africa's Truth and Reconciliation Commission, TRC, established after apartheid. The TRC aimed to uncover past abuses and facilitate healing through a process of truth-telling and amnesty for perpetrators. Despite criticisms, its impact on South African society was profound, influencing national dialogue and contributing to the rebuilding of societal trust. Opinions supporting the emphasis on societal impact and cultural memory argue that acknowledging and learning from dark history is fundamental for preventing future atrocities and fostering societal growth. However, challenges arise when societies dispute the narratives of their history. For instance, differing perspectives on American slavery and racial segregation continue to generate debate and tension, highlighting the complexities of establishing a unified cultural memory. Controversial viewpoints often stem from political, ideological, or cultural differences, leading to friction over whose memories are prioritized in public narratives. Entire communities may feel alienated if their experiences are minimized or ignored. Ultimately, societal impact and cultural memory intersect with many other aspects of dark history, such as collective trauma, national identity, and historical justice. By recognizing these connections, societies can build more inclusive narratives that honor the diverse experiences of past generations while fostering a more unified and empathetic future. Key figures and their roles. In the context of dark history, refers to the influential individuals who played significant roles in shaping historical events, often characterized by injustice, oppression, or other negative connotations. These figures can be leaders who instigated or perpetuated negative events, as well as those who exposed, resisted, or attempted to rectify these wrongs. Understanding their roles allows us to comprehend not just the events themselves, but their far-reaching impacts on societies and cultures. The significance of exploring key figures lies in deciphering the motivations, decisions, and actions that led to pivotal dark moments in history. By studying these individuals, we gain insight into the complexity of human behavior and the factors that lead to historical atrocities or profound social changes. This, in turn, can inform our current and future approaches to governance, justice, and human rights. For instance, Adolf Hitler's role in the rise of Nazi Germany and World War II illustrates how charismatic leadership combined with ideologically driven policies can lead to catastrophic consequences, including the Holocaust. On the other hand, figures like Nelson Mandela highlight the significant impact of resistance leaders who fought against oppressive systems, such as apartheid in South Africa, steering towards reconciliation and reform. Opinions on these figures often vary. While some view Hitler solely as an embodiment of evil, others might explore the socio-economic conditions that allowed his rise to power as a cautionary tale. Similarly, Mandela is widely celebrated for his role in dismantling apartheid, yet some critique the compromises he made during South Africa's transition. Challenges in studying these figures include the potential for bias, whether it arises from mythologizing individuals or from viewing their actions through a contemporary lens that doesn't fully account for historical context. Moreover, the tendency to focus solely on key figures can overshadow the collective contributions and struggles of lesser-known individuals and groups. Key figures inevitably influence other aspects of dark history by shaping narratives, exemplifying leadership styles, and serving as symbols of broader societal forces. Their actions often trigger reactions, revolutions, or reforms, paving the way for subsequent historical developments. By understanding their roles, we can trace the cascading effects of their decisions through history, identify patterns, and strive to avoid repeating past mistakes. Consequently, the study of key figures not only anchors us in the past, but also offers guidance for future societal progress.